We were living here, and we shared a house on Sullivan Street, and it was transforming. You know, when we first came to this area, it was a pretty rundown neighborhood. Where the Queen Mother is today was Tom Submarine. You know, this again was where we're standing now. The Rivoli was the Revolutionary Workers League. You know, the Trotskyite Center of Toronto. So you can imagine the rents were low, and but a lot of young artists. I mean, with OCAD and people who lived in our neighborhood.
Well, we knew. I mean, Andre had a girlfriend at the time. She was living in that cluster of houses as well. Jo Leslie. She was a dancer. She was a young dancer, and she had her ear to the ground. She was always telling us, "Oh, there's a party at this place, or there's
or this loft
upstairs at Cafe Soho," which ironically later became the Rivoli, but. That there was I remember it was a Halloween party at Cafe Soho, and we came up, and we had no idea, you know, this kind of stuff existed, and there was this, all these people were dressed up, and it was just quite the scene. And I remember once someone told us, "Oh, you have to go up to Paris Cabaret. There are these bands," and we went up there at like 8 o'clock, and there's not a soul. There's nobody there at 8 o'clock, and then we're sitting, and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, suddenly the place is packed, and it was these two women, all-girl punk bands. I remember one named The Curse was one of the bands. And we had just, like us, our ex-lawyers, I mean, we had no idea. We just stumbled onto this really cool event, just quite by accident.
Also at that time, I was, a little bit both of us, but I was developing an interest in film, and I didn't know whether I wanted to be a producer or entertainment law or a manager or whatever. So I kind of hooked up with a very early Toronto Film Festival. That was even before it was the international, you know,
the Festival of
Festivals. That's right.
What it was called.
And now it's TIFF. And that was when Wayne Clarkson was there. And because it was a young, new operation, I very quickly moved up. And I would say within the ranks, I was third or fourth organizer of that festival. And again, through that, I was kind of connecting to a whole different other community of artists.